Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. We are from Group 5 and we are going to present about mango cheesecake. The presenters for today is KHAIRUN ARINA, FATIHAH BINTI HADIMI, Afifatul Hanim, and AISYAH SAKINAH. Today we are going to explain about the introduction, problem statement, the product description, flowchart of the process, halal control point, the concept and issues of halal, haram and masbouh, and lastly is the conclusion. Now, let's start with the introduction. Mango cheesecake is a type of dessert that can be enjoyed at any time, be it for breakfast, after lunch, tea time, dinner, or even to be enjoyed with friends and family during bonding time. The process is simple as it does not take a long time and does not require baking, making it a go-to dessert for those who want to bake on their own despite their busy schedule or to be sold in the bakery. Moreover, the ingredients needed can be considered as cheap and affordable for everyone. A combination of crunchy biscuits, slightly sweet whipped cream, sour cheese and topped with fresh mangoes make it a popular dessert regardless of any age and gender. However, some bakers might use ingredients that are in doubt whether it is halal or haram. Take for example is the usage of gelatin, whether it is used to make the cake batter set out during the chilling process. Nonetheless, bear in mind that not all gelatin is haram, as there are two types of gelatin. Therefore, we have come out with one recipe which is mango cheesecake that does not use gelatin as the ingredient and could be done in no time to be enjoyed with your loved one.
Next, for the problem statement, the pastry sector is one of Malaysia's most rapidly increasing business. As a Muslim majority country, halal status is critical to maintaining market dominance. In contrast to other ready-to-eat food, which use raw material as ingredient, the majority of ingredients and additives used in the bakery and pastry industry are processed food components, creating concern regarding their halal status. This research aims to find out where non-halal ingredients in pastry product come from. All raw material for halal bakery product must be halal and they must not come into touch with non-halal food processing equipment. The goal of this research is to identify areas in the mango cheesecake product that need to be addressed in order to verify that the end product is halal.
Now, let's move on to the product description. The name of the product is mango cheesecake. Then, there are few types of process involved, which is purchasing, receiving, measuring, raw materials, mixing, cooling process, packaging, and storage. Third is the important characteristic is halal, which means it is free from any haram materials as main ingredients, additive, and processing aids. Number 4, raw material list is digestive biscuit, butter, cream cheese, castor sugar, condensed milk, lemon juice, vanilla essence, whipping cream, mango puree, gelatin, and plain water. Number 5, the storage or holding is need to chill to a temperature of 5 degrees Celsius. Number 6, the packaging that will be used is the cardboard packaging containers, and the shelf life is best to consume within 1 month after production. Intended use is ready to eat and the target customer is for general public consumption. The product will be sold at retailing. Number 11, labeling instructions for consumer. Please put in the fridge to avoid whipped cream from melting. Number 12, special distribution control need to be cooled to a temperature of 5 degrees Celsius during distribution process. Number 13, mishandling possibilities. Control needed to avoid time temperature abuse. And lastly is the traceability code. The production date is printed on the packaging tag with the format days/months/years.
Now, I will explain flowchart of how to produce mango cheesecake. The process of preparing mango cheesecake begins with the purchasing and receiving of raw material from the supplier to the cake manufacturer, such as biscuit, butter, cream cheese, castor sugar, gelatin, and so on. Following that, the cake making process will begin by measuring all the raw material in accordance with the factory formula. The first step is to make the crust for the bottom layer. Combine the biscuit and sugar in a closed container mixer, then bake for 6 minutes. Make the cheesecake core in the second stage by combining all of the ingredients. Make sure to cooling it before refrigerating for at least 2 hours. The third step in mango cheesecake, to make a cheese layer. There is 2 of ingredients used that have issue regarding their status of halal, which is gelatin, and dairy product, which is cream cheese. Warm water should be used to dissolve the gelatin. After that, cream cheese and caster sugar should be combined until creamy, and put the cheese and whipping cream in a mixing bowl. Using a spatula, thoroughly combine all the ingredients and then put in the gelatin solution. After that, keep in the freezer for the cooling procedure. The final step is to prepare the topping, where gelatin mixed with the mango puree. Place in baking dish and place in the freezer overnight, and it's finally done. Finally, there comes the packing procedure, in which the mango cheesecake is placed in cardboard packaging containers. After the final storage inspection, the product must be chilled to a temperature of 5 degrees Celsius throughout distribution. It was a ready-to-eat food product, and it was best consumed within 1 month.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Afifatul Hanim binti Muhammad Idris. Next, we will look at the list of the potential halal control point proposed for mango cheesecake. So there are potential HCP found. The first one is process of purchasing. Purchaser might purchase materials from non-approved supplier. So halal status on risk due to unapproved supplier and material. So check certification of analysis and letter of guarantee is a way to control the measure. Next, during the receiving process, there are possibility halal and non-halal materials mixed during transportation, and it can cause contamination of halal and non-halal goods during transportation and products with unrecognized halal certificate. Quality checker or store manager must do inspection of the transportation that delivered the raw material. The third HCP is during measuring the raw material. Tools and containers may dirty and contaminate with najis. Dirty equipment and appliance used can cause contamination to the product, so the staff must ensure that cleanliness of the tools. Next, during the mixing process, the equipment may be rust and contaminated. Equipment and hardware contain any harmful substance. Dirty may contaminated to the product, so they must ensure the cleanliness of the machine with scheduled maintenance program. Next, during the packaging process, tool used to handle the packaging process may contaminate with najis, and the packaging used from non-halal ingredients. So, cross-contamination can occur if tools used to handle packaged food are used with those used to handle non-halal products. Food packaging such as polymer, box, containers may made from animal fat or gelatin, and the halal status of the animal is doubt, because there is no scientific means to determine if the animal was slaughtered according to Sharia law or not. So purchaser and quality checker must ensure the tools from supplier have halal certified and implement SOP guideline during packing the product. The last one is during storage operation. In the storage operation, cross-contamination with najis or non-halal goods, or halal and non-halal or shubhah goods are placed together without segregation during sorting the goods. So, they must use clear segregation using color coding and tagging, containers, or bin and times. Next, we will look at the halal risk management summary. The first HCP is during purchasing process. Halal risk due to unapproved supplier and material. So, purchaser must ensure the supplier and material have halal certification every stock purchasing. For this step, corrective action that can be taken is a warning letter issued and change supplier who has a halal certificate. The second HCP is receiving. Halal and non-halal materials may mix during transportation. So, quality checker must check condition of the transport and presence of non-halal material in the lorry every delivery process. For this step, corrective action that can be taken is reject and return the raw material to the supplier and issues a warning letter to the supplier. The next HCP is during packaging process. Purchaser or halal executive must ensure the packaging material made from halal ingredient. For this step, corrective action that can be taken is reject and return the raw material to the supplier and issues a warning letter to the supplier. The last HCP is during storage operation, which the raw material and finished product are stored together. Warehouse manager must ensure the raw materials and finished products stored separately. For this step, corrective action that can be taken is labeling finished items and the raw material and segregation of places for raw material and finished goods.
Assalamualaikum. My name is ARINA. So I will explain about concept and issues of halal, haram and masbouh. So first is about concept of halal. Halal means permitted and lawful in Islam, and it refers to everything that is acceptable and legal based on Sharia law and fatwa. So for food, anything that is clean, pure from impurities and vices, as well as haram things, is allowed for us to eat. The next is haram. So haram is anything that is in opposition to halal, that is something that is prohibited, demanded to live it explicitly by Nashara. So haram is a prohibition that is expressly prohibited was receive warning and threats. So things that are forbidden by Allah for us to eat, such as pork and its derivative, alcohol, as well as the titties and feces, we should stay away from it immediately. And then is masbouh. So masbouh is a doubt or suspicion that arises about something between halal and haram that are not backed up by evidence, and it is an act of apprehension that should be avoided. Next is an analysis of issue related to mango cheesecake products. First issue is about the ingredients that are used to make mango cheesecake, such as dairy products and gelatin. So I will explain about the dairy product first. There are many different sorts of dairy product and meat, such as butter, cheese, and heavy whipping cream. And these ingredients are the primary ingredients used in the preparation of mango cheesecake. Mostly, dairy products are derived from animals or mammals, including milk such as cattle, goats, sheep, and other similar animals. Milk is one of the critical ingredients that we use. This is because there are ingredients mixed to improve the stability and shelf life of the milk. Other functional substances may be included to enhance the process, such as polysorbate is a fatty chemical that may be manufactured from either vegetable oils or animal fats depending on the use. So this emulsifier and other functional elements must be derived from halal sources such as plant oils in order for halal meat to be produced. However, professionally raised dairy cows are now the primary sources of milk for the majority of the world's population. Other than that, cheese is also made using milk preservative, enzymes, and bacterial cultures. To evaluate whether this cheese is halal, it is necessary to confirm that the enzyme utilized and derived from halal sources, such as animal enzymes derived from halal animals that have been slaughtered in accordance with Islamic law. However, if the enzyme is derived from prohibited animals such as pigs or halal animals that are not slaughtered in accordance with Islamic law, the chemical become illegal or doubtful in nature. Okay. Next is about gelatin. Depending on the source, gelatin may come from either halal or haram sources. So sources of gelatin such as from pork skin, cow skin, beef bone, and a rare occasion such as fish skin and chicken skin. The halal status of gelatin is determined by the raw natural components used in its products. For example, there's a form of gelatin that is manufactured either from cow and calf skin or from demineralized beef bones. In accordance with Islamic law, this sort of gelatin is lawful and halal if the animal was slaughtered in a manner consistent with Islamic law. When gelatin derived from unlawful animal source such as a pig skin or animals that are permitted but not slaughtered in line with Islamic law, it is considered unlawful and prohibited for usage by Muslim. Second issue is about halal logo. So Halal Malaysia logo is a most common graphic presentation which refers to the product and services that are certified by JAKIM. Products with a halal logo are considered to be able to attract attention and influence purchasing choices, particularly among Muslim customers. Halal certification certified they are a product or services adhered to Islamic values. It is our responsibility as a manufacturer of goods for Muslim customers to deliver decent products, particularly in terms of halal thayyiban. The halal logo is crucial since it is a symbol of certification from JAKIM that signifies the material status. In addition, there are also bakery products imported from foreign countries such as cheese, so to be recognized as halal item and lawfully exported or sold in the market, the commodity must be approved by the Department of Islamic Development Malaysia JAKIM. Then we will be more confident in using it for making our mango cheesecake. Last issue is about storage. So storage is one of the important processes in making mango cheesecake products. This product must be stored in suitable place and the temperature must also be consistently controlled. This is because the product use perishable raw materials such as cheese, mango puree and many more. Therefore, to prevent the product from being easily damaged, we have stored the product in chiller where the temperature is always controlled at 5 degrees Celsius. Cross-contamination can occur if there is no separation between the final product and the raw material. This can happen as a result of bacterial reproduction and eventually cause damage. This matter will raise the issue of shubha if we still using the damaged materials and can be haram if it cause harm to the buyer. This explanation is based on the method of it. And the last point is avoided storing the newly finished product with the product that has been stored for a long time. This step is to ensure that the products we produce are always kept from halal point of view as well as pure and clean from any phases or impurities.
As a conclusion, the fact that bakery and pastry materials are made up of artificial substances adds to the difficulty of determining their halal status. It is nearly hard to tell the difference between halal and non-halal products merely by looking at them because they are so similar. Furthermore, depending on the production process without sufficient documentation of halal certification is a risky business because suppliers can always claim that the things they give are halal, but without verification, it is impossible to know for sure. Pastry chefs risk exposing their Muslim customers to illegal substances. Lack of adequate labeling on the packaging used in bakeries for complete items is also a concern since it prevents consumers from checking and verifying if the products are produced entirely of halal components. In reality, it is customary for bakeries to pack their products in basic plastic packaging, which allows the business to modify the items without incurring high printing costs. As a result, it is critical for companies to have a Halal certificate since it will assist bakers in obtaining Halal certification, which is becoming increasingly difficult due to worries over ingredient status. That's all from our group for today. Thank you.